Hey everyone, welcome to today's session. My name is Faith Miller. I'm happy to be here and happy to be hosting this. I'm happy to also see everyone participating in the chat. Yay! So welcome everyone who it's your first year at SAM and first year in your program. We're happy to have you guys. So with that being said, I'm going to let me give a few more high fives in the chat there, trying to get everybody. So I'm going to go ahead and pause my music and get started. I do want to let everyone know that today's session is being recorded. It'll take me a couple of days to get a few edits done, and then I will share it some way, shape, or form with you guys so you can have it to reference back to if you want, or if you want to share it with a colleague who was not able to attend. So with that being said, let's jump right in. So, oops, let me move my camera out of the way. All right. So we all know that integrating AI in higher education, it's not really a trend. It's a necessity as we go about this journey and as times continue to change. Right now we're witnessing the freaking crazy rapid advancement of AI technologies across all industries. And it's becoming increasingly obvious that students need to be equipped with AI literacy in order to thrive in the workforce tomorrow. But where you guys come into play with today's session, this is about AI tools that are going to help you as students. So I have a real big list. This is a presentation that I've condensed down. This is one that Dr. Hendrickson and I did at our AI conference a few months back. So I've taken out some of the instructor stuff and focused just on student tools. And I do have a handout that lists everything and has links to everything and a little bit of details. So what I'm going to do today, since this is only a 30-minute session and I want to try to get the best information to you that you can use right now. So some of this is going to go pretty quick, like just me talking and telling you a little brief overview of what can be done. And then I'm going to demo at least 2 tools for you. Now, keep in mind, as AI is new and growing, my knowledge of AI is also new, and I'm trying to expand it as much as I can. I am also a student. I started my doctoral program here at SAM. I also work at SHSU online in the instructional development and support department. So what my team and I do is we help teach instructors how to use Blackboard and how to enhance their courses with some extra technology resources, but the main focus being on Blackboard and best practices for teaching online. So let's jump in and get started. So it's important, very, very important to remember that you need to observe your instructor's rules, right? We're working on a set of guidelines here at Sam Houston, guidelines for instructors and guidelines for students. But right now, the main thing you want to be sure of is that you have permission to use certain AI tools in your courses. And a lot of instructors are putting clauses in their syllabus or a syllabus statement that tells what amount of AI they choose to allow or not allow. Now, a couple of these tools, they're AI tools that are going to help you, but they're more organization tools and not tools. They're not, oh goodness, my mind just went blank. They are not generative AI tools where you can type in a prompt and have it, write your assignment for you. That's something we don't want to do. Now, you can use tools like that, but you want to be careful how you use them as well. You want to make sure that you understand that if you are using any type of AI, you need to take into consideration the bias that's inherently built in because AI does get its information from online, and those biases are inherently embedded into the programs and the language models that it uses. And of course, you want to use integrity and be held accountable for what you're doing. So, tools for students. Here we go. We're getting into the meat of this seminar. Time management, right? You can use AI tools to help you with time management, brainstorming, applications and assignments, study, and research. So the two tools that I'm going to be demonstrating are going to be tools that will help you with your research. So tools for time management, we have Todoist. It's an app with the AI assistant. Basically, you can use it to help plan your day, break up study tasks, and ClickUp. It also works the same way. It'll help you prioritize tasks. You can use it to manage to-do list. It can help you prioritize, steps that you're working on larger products. You can track them and so on and so forth. It's really pretty cool. And then we have AI for brainstorming. Now, AI for brainstorming, those are more the generative AI tools, right? They can enhance your brainstorming process by facilitating idea generation. It's like having a collaboration partner without having a collaboration partner. Brainstorming tools will provide you with innovative platforms, like I just said, to brainstorm ideas. You can also use it to collaborate with peers, refine concepts. So two of these tools are Pi AI and ClickUp. I like Pi AI. It's basically a large language model like ChatGPT, but I call her she because when I use her, she has a female sounding voice, and basically you can just have a conversation with Pi. You can tell it, hey, I've got this big project coming up and I need to break down my task. This is the final outcome. Help me plan what I need to do to accomplish this project. And she'll be like, oh, why, certainly. This idea, blah, blah, blah. And she'll just talk to you like a person. And you can turn the sound on or off, but it's nice being able to have a conversation. And of course, if you need ideas for a research topic or something like that, that's what you can use these AI tools for brainstorming for. Now, AI tools for application and assignments, think of Grammarly, spell check, that type of thing, right? Grammarly has been around for a while. Spell check has been around for a while. You're doing all the work. It's just adding some tips, helping you follow up, check spelling, that type of thing. So those two tools are Grammarly and Trinka AI. Then we have AI tools for study, right? So these study tools are an innovative way to help enhance your study techniques and optimize your learning experiences. So what these tools do is they use adaptive algorithms, spaced repetition, and personalized learning strategies to help you guys master your course materials. So Scholar-C is a pretty cool tool. It's an online article summarizer. It can read your research articles, reports, chapters, and stuff like that. And then it can break it down into smaller summarized sections. So you can use it to scan a document, and then you can read that summary and tell if that document is pertinent to your research. Or it can also, if you're using it for study, you can Otter is not HIPAA approved. Yes, absolutely. Thank you. Thank you for throwing that in there. But you can use it to create flashcards and, build a summarized research library. Now, Otter records audio and takes notes in real time. So again, you really want to use discretion at using that. You should not use it in your classroom because it's going to be recording everything that's going on. But if you wanted to use it to record a recorded lecture, you could use it in that aspect, and it would then take notes from that lecture for you so you can focus on the discussion. And again, it, excuse me, will create slides, it adds notes. And of course, some of these are free, some of these have other options as well. Yes, this is being recorded. And once I get it uploaded, I'll send an email out and let everyone know where it's posted or where you can find it. I'm thinking it's probably going to be in the grad school hub, the grad org in Blackboard, but I need to get with Dr. Hendrickson and see where's the best place to put this. But yes, thanks for asking that question. All right, so let's jump on. We're about 11 minutes in. So now we're going to jump to the tools for research. So tools for research are created to help support you in conducting your research. Everywhere from managing citations to analyzing data and generating insights. Okay, so again, these examples, I'm going to go over them really quickly, and then we're going to jump in and I'm going to kind of show you how to use a couple of them. So Research Rabbit is a citation-based literature mapping tool. It's an online tool, and what it does is it helps save you time in searching for references and other research articles when you're planning essays, research projects, lit reviews, and that type of thing. So basically what you do is you find one paper on there, and then it will search for other papers that are relative to that topic. You can also click a button and it will pull up all of the sources that were cited in that paper. So you have a whole network to go on to save you time. It finds the papers for you. Of course, you have to do some of the reading of those papers, but it will find the relative topics of interest that you place in there. So it kind of helps you save some time between searching through all of those. Then we have Elicit. Elicit, you ask it a research question and you get back a list of papers from their database. They have like 200 million papers in their database. You can also get one sentence abstract summaries, so you're not having to read every abstract. You can just kind of glance over and read the sentence to get a better idea of what that paper is about. We have Assistant by Cite. It's another platform, and it helps you evaluate articles using smart citations. So you can see how the publication has been cited by other people and the context of the citation. So it'll kind of describe whether that paper provides support or contrasting evidence for your topic. Then we have u.com, and u.com, well, Semantic Scholar, again, it's a free tool, helps you discover other literature and articles. And again, you will get, I'm gonna provide the document that has all of this stuff listed in it with links to all these tools. U.com is basically an AI chatbot. Again, it helps you find sources quickly. Then we have Zotero, which is I'm going to show you, and I don't know if I'm saying it right. I say Zotero. It could be I guess it's Zotero. Anyway, but you can use that to organize your citations, take notes, create bibliographies, and insert citations into your document while you're writing. And then you can use it to create your works cited or bibliography type pages. So I used this one just recently for the first time, and that's why I'm going to show you how it works and how it works along with Research Rabbit. All right, so you can go into Research Rabbit, set up your account. I am using the free version, not a paid version. And you can see I have a few articles in here already. So what you do is you select Add Papers, and then you can type, if you already have a DOI or PMID or a title of a paper, you can type that in. I'm going to just type in, let's see, AI in higher ed. So I'm going to type in AI in higher ed and see what it comes up with. It's kind of a broad category, right? So now it's searching through all these papers. And here we go. I've got implications of generative AI. There we go. So anyway, you can see like I'm scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. So it found lots of articles for me. This one is AI system model for home automation and smart monitoring based on vision. Okay, that's not really what I was looking for. But we'll click on this first one, implications of generative AI for creating composition in higher ed and initial teacher education. So I'm going to click add to collection. It's going to add it to my collection of papers. And I'm going to click that X. And so here it is in my collection of papers. So I'm going to click on that article. And here it is. I can click select PDF. And it's going to pull up the article for me. So I could download it, which I don't want to download it. So I'm going to stop that there. But here we have a few different buttons, right? Now here, it didn't pull any similar works for this paper. I could click on this, the two authors, and find their names. But there's not really, they don't have any other published work. So I'm going to go back to my paper. Let me close these out. And I'm going to select this paper right here that I have in there, mapping the research agenda in virtual reality studies within education, not showing any similar work. Here we go. This paper that I have in there, effect of users' behavioral intention on gamification augmented reality in STEM education. So here there's 1,000 similar works, 111 references, and 21 citations. So if I click on the citations, it's going to pull up papers that have used this paper in their citations, right? So then I can find these papers if I want to add them to my collection as well. So I'll click this one. It's about learning performance. And if I want to add it to my list, let me go back to it. I click this add to collection button over here. And then now that article is added to my collection as well. So that is using Zotero to help you find and collect articles. So you don't have to mark them or keep going back to them. Again, this is just a brief summary or a brief overview of how to use Research Rabbit. Now, Zotero, let me open it up and drag it over here. Okay, can you see? It looks like a PDF open on my screen. I want to make sure when I drag it over that it's still being shared.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So with Zotero, you can mark files and articles that you find on the internet. It's a computer app, and it's also a like a Chrome add-on button, right? So you can find your articles and click on them, and it will add them to your collections. You can build out your collections in there as well. When you're using Zotero, so I can open up an article, I can find out all the information about it, the DOI, website to where it can be found, the rights, read the abstract, and then of course I have the full text of an article as well. So I'm going to shrink that down and let's go over here. See, there's a sync to Zotero. When you select that, you can sync your collections. So what you have in Research Rabbit, you can send to Zotero and vice versa. The other thing I wanted to show you, and hopefully I can get to it quickly enough without taking up too much more time. Let me go back here to my Zotero. And nope, that's not it. Hang on. I meant to have one other tab open and I didn't have it open. So I'm just going to have to show you kind of generically. So you can go into the library's database of papers, Engine, calling it the wrong name, I believe Engine Orange, or the orange search. Oh my gosh. Let's see if I can find it on here. SHSU, Campus Tools, Library. Okay, Engine Orange. All right, thank you. I was thinking it sounded weird. I guess I was thinking Agent Orange. And there we go. That's just an article about it. I need to get to it. There we go. So here it's conducting problem-based learning meta. This is something that I had searched for, so I'm just going to throw it in there. I'm going to hit search. Oops, I got to sign in. Sorry. And there's that article that I searched for. So I can open this article up. And then right here, this little add-on, this is my Zotero add-on that I added. So if I click that button, it pops up this little window and I can decide where I want to add it in my Zotero files. So I'm just going to add it to my sample collection and hit done. And so now this article has been added into my sample collection. There it is. I've added it twice, but it's in there. Okay. Now what I can do is I can open this up, right? I'm going to shrink it down some. So I cut out this section of the seminar where I was having trouble with getting Zotero to create citations. And here I've added in a screen recording of it working like it's supposed to.
So using Zotero, you can create your citation directly in Word with the add-in. So here I'm going to copy this statement from my paper. I'm going to paste it into my document. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to click add edit citation. And then it pops up this window for me to choose which paper I'm citing from. So this is the paper, and you can see it in the search bar. And then I click the arrow and it automatically plugs it in for me. Now that's not a big time saver, but it does get it in there in the right format. After you finish your paper and you have all of your in-paper citations written down, then when you click add or edit biography, or bibliography, it will create your bibliography page for you in the format that you choose. So here I have a completed paper. Ignore all the red underlines. I used a text generator to throw some text in there. Just for emphasis, I highlighted all the citations, and now I will go to my next page, and I will go back to my Zotero tab, and I will add in my bibliography. And then Zotero takes all of my papers that I cited in my source and adds them to my bibliography. Now this is APA 7th edition format. You do have to go back and make sure that the capitalization is how it's supposed to be, because it just copies it from however the title is typed in Zotero. So it doesn't do all the work for you. It does put it in the correct format, but you do need to check the capitalization of the titles, but everything else copies over the way that it's supposed to. Thanks for joining in. See you guys next time. Bye.